All right, good morning, ladies. Welcome to our Uplift team call. So happy you guys are here. There's new faces on here, which I just love. And so we're doing our Coach Basics group over the next couple of weeks. So I thought it would be appropriate to kind of break down some of those things up front so you know what we're going to be talking about. If you don't know me, my name is Patrice. I'm one of the leaders here in the Uplift tribe. Excuse my kids and craziness going on in the background. It's mom life, right? Life in general. There's people getting off work. There's people with their kids in the background. Like, you guys are so awesome for making it a priority to be on here this morning. So I'll get right into it. Basically, let me share my screen here. We're going to be talking about getting back to the basics. So what does that mean? I feel like there's some topics or some words that kind of have left a nasty taste in our mouth when it comes to this business, and it shouldn't be that way at all. So we're going to just do a little bit of a heart check. We're going to shift our perspective a little bit and really just get to know what this business has to offer so that we can make goals and then reverse engineer them to maximize that potential, okay? So we're going to take it to the basics, and the first thing we're going to do is a heart check. Michelle Myers said this in a devotion last week, and I just loved it. I had to add this in here. It says, if your heart is not right, even if you attempt to go through the motions, you'll miss what God is really doing. If God's called you to do your work and you don't feel his presence stirring, God hasn't moved, your heart has. And I thought that was so important. And understanding your why. There was a post yesterday in the group, if you're going through the Coach Basics group, yesterday was about your why. And your why is so important because it's going to just be what drives you. And I just want you guys to know that it's okay to have goals. Like, it's okay to have goals in this business, and I hope you do. Just like with any other job that you go to, there's going to be goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals that you set up for yourself. Financial goals, hopefully. We don't sit in class as college students and say, I really want to be a nurse, I really want to be a teacher, and I'm going to have to, like, make money. I'm going to have to talk about money, tell people that I make money, and I don't know that I can do that, right? No, like, there's things that we have to do in order to pursue the goals that we want to make, and that's okay. So have goals, have financial goals, but in order to do that, you got to know what kind of coach you are. So first thing you're going to do, we already did this in the post yesterday, so if you already did it, that's fine. If not, take a second and just write this down. At the end, I'm actually going to tell you to send it to your upline coach, but you want to think about your why during this whole chat. Your fitness why and your business why are going to be a little bit different. They might connect, and that's fine, but for instance, my fitness why has a lot to do with just how diseased my family was. I've said this before, a whole generation, my mom's mom, so my grandparents' generation, 9 kids wiped out before their mom, preventable diseases. And I said, you know what, there's nobody at my graduation, like, no old people represented here. It's not going to be like that for my family. I'm going to make a change for me, my kids, my family. That's my fit. That kind of drives one of my fitness whys. But my business why is a little bit different. My business why is I want freedom. Like, I want freedom financially. And again, this is not bad. Like, hopefully you want to honor God with your finances, and you want to be so free that if he calls you to get up and go do something, you can do it, and you're not tied to anything, right? So I want financial freedom for my family. I don't want school debt that I have that we're paying off. I don't want, house debt, car debt. Like, I literally want to be so freed up that if God were to call me, I do have a huge heart for missions in Spanish-speaking countries. And if he were to be like, Patrice, today, Panama, go. But I'm not like, wait, but this. Like, I want to be free. And Beachbody has given us the opportunity to be able to get there. I want to bring my husband home if he wants to. If he wants to be home, I want him home. So I want to be able to do that. Because what's that providing? Not just financial freedom, but freedom of time. Freedom of being able to be together as a family and do things that we want to do without the stress of money. I don't believe that money is the root of evil. I believe that loving the money and being emotionally tied and attached to that money is a negative thing. But having financial goals is a good thing, and I feel like you should. So again, in order to kind of figure out what those goals are going to look like, you got to know what kind of coach you want to be. Caroline and I talk a lot about how we don't want to push our goals on you guys. Like, I hope you don't feel that we're like, okay, Success Club, okay, Emerald, okay, Diamond, because we're pushing our goals. But we do want to run with the willing. We want you guys to know what all of these things mean so that if it is your goal, you have the tools that you need to reach them. Because we want to run right alongside with you. We don't want to sit back and say, we could have done this, we should have done this. We're going to give you all the tools that you need if you want them, okay? So this is going to be important. A discount coach. That's just somebody that loves Beachbody, whether it's Shakeology, any other products, and they just want the discount. They don't want to hear anything about the business. I have plenty of coaches that are just discount coaches. They're like, I don't want to hear that business nonsense. Just give me my shake at a discount. That is fine. It's okay. That's fine. The next one is kind of like a hobby part-time coach where you may be working a full-time job or a part-time job outside of Beachbody. And same thing, you love the products and you take it a little step further. You share these products with people and, you know, maybe help a few people a month to get your shake paid for, or a little bit more. You make a side income based off of that. That could be where you want to land. Maybe you love your job and you're like, I just need an extra income to help, you know, with finances for my family. That's totally fine. And then there's going to be that all-in coach. Maybe you're a hobby coach working towards an all-in coach, where you want that freedom for your family. You want the financial freedom. You want this freedom of time. You want to eventually be home doing this full-time, making that full-time income. And so they're probably going to change. They will change. My why is a little bit different today than it was a year ago when I first started. Your why can change, as well as what kind of coach you want to be. It's okay to start off with a discount coach and then eventually decide, you know what, I'm going to share it. They naturally progress as well. As you're drinking and loving the product, you talk about it a little bit and people are going to want to join you, right? So then you start making a side income and then you see the potential and then maybe you want to take it further. But again, there's no wrong answer here. So figure out what you are. It doesn't have to be for the rest of your life, but for the rest of this year. I think it's important for November, December to know, what coach am I right now? That's going to determine if, when Patrice and Caroline post in the group about some kind of a training, if I'm going to attend that or not. If you're not pushing for those goals, then you know, it's important to know that so that we can help you and so that we know where you are so that we can help make those goals happen. Okay, so next is going to be just some of the business building basics. 4 vital behaviors. I have that at the top separated because at the end of the day, this is where everything else is going to flow from. So if you're doing the 4 vital behaviors, which we're going to break down a little bit, and again, I'm not going super deep into all this stuff because it's going to come out during the training. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of an overview, and also there's plenty of videos and talks and stuff that we've done on this, so you can search that in the upLIFT tribe and get a little bit more deeper into it. So if you're a new coach, don't be overwhelmed at all of these terms. It's going to unfold, but this is just a basic kind of synopsis of it, which I think is important, whether you're a new coach or if you've been a coach for months or years, to go back to the basics, because that's what grows our business. No top coach is going to tell you what their secret is. They're all going to say, haha, not a secret, it's the 4 vital behaviors. So that's where everything stems from. And then as a result, if you're doing those every single day, you're going to hit Success Club. If you're doing those every single day, you're going to increase in rank and you're going to move up on the leadership ladder. So I put this in here. It says, hello, my name is Consistency. I make it happen day in and day out. You might know my good friend Success. We're always hanging out. How true is that? It's pretty hard to be successful without consistency. And on the other side, it's probably hard to really be consistent every single day and not see the success that you want to see on some level, okay? So consistency is going to be key. What about the 4 vital behaviors? Some people are probably like, want. I hear these all the time. Okay, if you're a pro at it and you're getting this perfectly, then you don't have to listen to this. But I guarantee that this is something that we all can constantly refresh ourselves on, that we should be doing every single day. Beachbody says invite, invite, invite. We say invest, invite, invest, invite. And I love this because if you don't want to be that quote unquote salesperson, I know that's one of the things that kept me back from wanting to be a coach. I'm like, I don't want to be that girl. Then don't be that girl. Don't be that girl that's cold messaging people at the end of the month because you want to hit Success Club or whatever, and you're just, you know, I get those messages where people are just like, oh, hey, blah, 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 and inviting me to something. I'm like, you didn't even know me. You didn't even ask about me. You didn't even, so no, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to respond to you. And I don't want that to be us. Don't be that person that just skips right to an invitation We should be investing over time with people, building relationships over time with people. And then naturally what happens when you're talking about your life, you're going to share about your health and fitness journey. You're going to share about that you're a coach. You're going to share those things, and it'll be natural because you're investing in having that mutual relationship with them. So you're investing, inviting, mostly behind the scenes. Like, social media didn't always exist, and there's top coaches who build a successful business without social media. Thankfully, we have social media. So to add on top of that, we can do public invites. We can, share what we're doing every day, and that brings us to being a product of the product. You can't tell somebody to do something that you're not doing. It just doesn't work that way. We're our own billboards. We're our billboards. We have to be living it out. And what a burden, right? We have to live a healthy lifestyle. No, it's a blessing, and we get to share that with people. So commit to a program, drink your Shakeology every day. I've done the, having coaches sign up before when I just wanted coaches, like, okay, just sign up, pay $39.99, that's the cheapest. Sign up as a coach. I'll give you some scoops of my Shakeology. I'll give you some DVDs. And although that's fine for somebody who really has a heart to want it, at the end of the day, if you're not invested, if you're not completing a program from start to finish, if you're not drinking Shakeology because you believe in Shakeology, it's going to come across that way, and you will sound like a salesperson because you're just selling a product. You're not sharing your life. So, and I also see, before I joined as a coach, I'm like, do I have to commit to one program? I like doing different things every day. And I remember Caroline saying to me, yeah, you do. You know why? Because if you're saying, oh, did T25 today, quarter force today, clean the week today, people are going to be like, what is happening? She's all over the place. What are all these different programs? And then when you do at the end go to share your progress, which you should, every month we should be sharing our transformations, because we should be seeing different changes. Doesn't mean weight loss, could be gaining muscle, could be leaning out, could be adding, like, whatever your goals are. Eating cleaner, that week, we can commit to eat cleaner. Doesn't have to be about weight, but at the end of the month, we should be sharing our progress. So when we do that, and someone says, "Oh, what did you do?" and you're like, "Oh, well, I did this program, I did this, and did a whole bunch of stuff." Like, they're not going to trust that you're going to be able to guide them through something consistent to get those results. And there's no way to really track where your results came from. You might have got a little bit more lean from 21 Day Fix, and then build up your muscle from this. So it's important to commit to a program, have a day one, and share that. Even if you're not comfortable with where you are, guess what? You signed up to be a coach. You signed up to share your struggles. You signed up to be real and be relatable so that people want to walk alongside of you. The hardest thing I did, let me tell you, because I am perfectionist Patty Patrice. I am a people pleaser. I am all those things. Recovering people pleaser, thanks to the Lord. But it was so hard for me to become a coach because as just a personal trainer, I was able to kind of show whatever I wanted and hide behind like this, I have it all together, I'm a personal trainer, facade. But then as a coach, it's like, wait a minute, no, I'm not just trying to be this perfect trainer to train people. I'm a coach, which means I'm just coming alongside people. I'm just being wherever I am in that moment. A year ago, I was 40 pounds heavier, 30 to 40 pounds heavier. I just had my baby. I was down. I was trying to figure out how to do life with a toddler and a baby. And actually a toddler who had some severe eczema. So we were up all night long, every night. Like, we didn't sleep on top of having a newborn. Like, it was a pretty dark place. And I realized, like, God was like, if you're going to get into this, you've got to get into this. You're going to have to share those pieces that are uncomfortable in hopes that you're going to inspire someone else to understand that they're not alone. You can sit here and pretend that you have it all together. A, you probably don't, because who really does? And B, why not be vulnerable that people see, wow, she's real, she's relatable. I want to follow her, and I want to be a part of what she's doing. So be a part of the product, commit to a program, bring them along day one. Don't wait to show your before and after. Don't wait to show your after. I'm famous for that too. It's like, okay, hey, here, let me share what God did in my life. Like, why didn't I share along the way? Maybe people could have prayed with me. Maybe people could have rallied behind me and, helped me through and related with me. So commit to a program, complete it, drink your Shakeology every day. Personal development. This is a growth inside out. We should be constantly wanting to just to learn and to grow as leaders, as whatever your weakness is. Try to find that personal development for the day. We're constantly trying to post trainings in here. So do Beachbody, learn about Beachbody, and then also learn outside of Beachbody how to be a better leader, how to be, a better inviter, whatever it is. Do personal development every single day. And then recognition. This is a cool one because we do it a lot within our team. And Caroline and I are trying to get better at like recognizing lots of things, not just hitting Success Club, not just hitting ranks, because it's so much bigger than that. It's, you know, did you bust an A on your test this week? Did you, did you deliver a quadruplet? I don't know. Things that are outside of Beachbody specifically, because we're doing life together. Uplift, we're living in freedom together. We're living life together. It's not just us wanting to hit certain benchmarks. It's us really wanting to come together as a community and lift each other up and encourage each other. So share those things with us. When we say share your victories, your non-scale victories, share whatever, do it. Don't hold in because you want to brag, or don't hold, like, brag. We want to celebrate you. Let's recognize each other. Let's recognize our challengers. It doesn't have to be the scale. In fact, share non-scale victories. Share if they committed to, working out 4 days a week and they worked out 5 days that week. That's huge. Did they log in every day? Did they, share their victories? And then share same thing as your coaches. When you get a new coach, introduce them. We'll love on them. So many different ways to recognize. And these things are going to all come from your daily power hour. So every day we need to be doing our power hours, and it's part of that vital process. So free group, to challenge group, to coaching, that's all going to naturally happen. If you are not doing a power hour every day, I get it. Life gets busy, or you think that you've got it down, so you're just kind of doing the activities. But if you're not actually doing a power hour, doesn't mean at the same time. It could be, minutes throughout the day. It could come down to the fact that you don't have accountability for it. We don't have a boss ahead of us. Above us. We are our own CEO. So sometimes it's easy to slack off because we're like, oh, nobody's checking in on me today. I'm just going to not X, Y, Z. So again, let's check our goals. If you're just a discount coach, then I'm not talking to you. But if you want to build a business, then you have to take ownership over the things that we're supposed to be doing every day to make that happen. Any other job that you go to, there's duties that you have to fulfill. If you're a nurse that changes bedpans, are you just going to be like, sorry, I'm not doing that? No, you have to do what you have to do in order to fulfill your job duties. So even the things that you don't like to do those things first and find somebody to hold you accountable. This is not just accountability in our health and fitness. This is accountability as a coach as well. So if you don't have what we call a purpose partner, I don't like that word success, it gets kind of yucky. Purpose partner, somebody that's going to check in on you. You guys share your goals together. Then they can hold you accountable to your goals. I know that I'm going to ask Caroline, and she's going to ask me, power hours, where are you with Success Club? Because she knows that's my goal. So if it's not your goal, it's fine. She knows that I want to hit Success Club every single month because it's important. It's going to build my business. So she's going to be there to check on me. It's going to make me do those things. So if you don't have one, find one. We'll help you find one. It's going to really be a game changer in your business. So this says coaching is not easy, but it is, I can't even see because you guys' faces are on the side. So stick to the behaviors. It's work. I think it says it's work. Stick to the vital behaviors. Dreams don't work unless you do. Vital behaviors, it's simple. Do the work every single day, okay? All right, so let's talk a little bit quickly about a few things. This is one of the words that I feel like is that yucky word, Success Club. We all had a hard month in October. We all have months where, it gets to the end and we're trying to fizzle around and it just feels yucky and it makes us not want to do it the next month. Been there, done that. But here's the thing. If we are chasing Success Club, if we are chasing a rank, if we are chasing, those things, instead of just viewing them as benchmarks and we're emotionally tied to them, like that's when we have to do that heart check and just realign ourselves with what really matters. Like viewing it as people, not as points. But here's the deal. Success Club is the foundation to everything in our business. They try to figure out what is setting apart the coaches that are successful from the ones that are not successful. And they realize that those that are helping at least 3 people with a challenge pack every month, because of that total solution, they can hold them accountable well because they know what they're doing, they know that it works. Those were the people that were the most successful, the coaches that were most successful. So everything was built around there. Our monthly incentives, the Success Club trip, all those things were built around Success Club. Again, if this is not your goal, throw it out. So don't even, think about this. But if you're on this call, it's probably because you want to build a business. And if you do, I'm going to tell you, only because in the last couple months, I've shifted my perspective and now I feel like at peace with this. Because before, my first however many months, I was chasing Success Club, but I was doing it in a way that, you know, I just wanted as many points as I can get. I wanted, like, that all kind of got flashy and in my head. And when I didn't hit my goal in August, I said this on a live video the other day, I was running it in 3 different accounts for Team Cup. I hit it in 2 and not in 1, and I was so upset about it. And thankfully, I went on vacation the next week, and God got to me and was like, what are you chasing right now? What are you chasing? Why are you so upset about this? Is your value in Success Club? Is your worth in Success Club? No, it's not. So you need to kind of reevaluate, realign your heart with mine so that when you go back, because I was never going to quit, I know I'm called to this, so I do want to work hard, and I do believe hitting Success Club every month for me personally is a non-negotiable because it means I'm helping 3 new people every month, and that's my minimum. But your heart has to be right. You can't be chasing the things. You have to be viewing it as, how am I helping more people this month? How am I, you know, investing in 3 new people each month? And so along with that, like, call it changing lives, like change it. View it as a benchmark. And guess what? If you don't hit it, you don't hit it, and you move on the next month. Use it to fuel you. Don't use it to defeat you and let it, you know, disappoint you. Let it be a fuel. Like, dang, I didn't hit Success Club this month. You know what? I'm juggling the people that I'm talking to. You know, use it as a driving force, not as a letdown. And trust me, I'm saying that because I'm there. There's times where I'm like, oh, you know, and I work really hard to the last minute. Let's not do that. Let's be working every day just as hard, so that maybe at the beginning of the month, we hit it by the beginning of the month, so we're not working as hard at the end. I had a coach recently that said to me, it's been a really hard month. You know, trying to hit Success Club was too stressful for me. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my family, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to try to help 1 person a month. So just go for Success Club 2. And at first I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, definitely, like, I get that. And then I was like, no, you know what? Do you want to build a business? The answer was yes. I was like, okay. So because, like, that's my role as your coach, is to know your goals, first of all. I'm not going to push my goals on you, but I want to know what your goals are so that I can push you to them when you feel like you aren't good enough, or you're, you know, feeding yourself lies or whatever. So I said, do you want to build a business? Of course the answer was yes. And I said, aim for Success Club. Aim for Success Club. What's the worst that happens? You don't hit it, and then you get back up and you work again the next month. Aim for it. If you're aiming to help for 1 person, and guys, I'm not saying helping 1 person is bad. My point is, these are about business goals. So if you want to hit Success Club every month, and you want to move your business forward, aim for Success Club. And then if you don't make it, you don't make it. You know, don't let it be what wrecks your day or your month, but aim for it. If you're only aiming for Success Club 2 or to help 1 person, you're not going to care if you don't get anything, right? So all I'm saying is, have the goals, aim high, let them be scary. Let them be scary. I have a really big, scary goal that has to happen by next week in order for something else to happen. I know it's very vague. I won't get all into it, but it's scary, but I'm going for it. I'm going to rally up my team, and we're going to hopefully push together to get there. But it's okay to have goals, and rally up together. If you have somebody where you're like, this is my goal and this is my date, help me get there. Like, let's use each other. That's what this is for. So here's this picture, right, of Mexico. And Caroline and I will actually be here in April. I say this not to brag. You can't brag about something that everybody had the opportunity for. I say this because we want you guys with us in 2019, wherever it's going to be. Guess what? I've been a coach for 1 year. 1 year. And I get to go on this trip. And so, again, let's see what the possibilities are with this company. How cool that there's a company that rewards you for helping people. And honestly, you don't even have to hit Success Club every single month to get on the trip. So, you know, get to know what the requirements are. Go to the frequently asked questions if you want to know a little bit more. But why not have this as a goal? Why not? Like, why is that a bad thing to want to hang out for a week, you know, in an exotic place? And if you hit Success Club every month, you earn dollars to be able to pay for your trip. So essentially, this can be an all-inclusive, paid-for trip through Beachbody by hitting Success Club every month. But again, you don't have to hit it every month. You have to hit a certain amount of points to be able to qualify to go here. But why not? Like, why not take advantage of this blessing? Do you chase it? Is this what's going to keep you up at night? No. But this is a really cool, incentive that Beachbody has to be able to take advantage of that. So, who wants to be there in 2019 with us? How fun. Raise your hands. Let me see them. Come on. Whee! All right. We're almost there. Rank advancement. This is, again, something that we're not chasing this, but we want you to know, because if you want to make money, if you want to build your business, then this is going to be your first step, is Emerald. By hitting Emerald, you're actually showing that you want to get other people involved and that you love what you do and you want people to join you. 97% of coaches don't hit Emerald. 97%. And really, it's simple. It really, really is. This first rank is you plus 2. So you have a coach, an active coach on each leg, and you need to be active yourself. So an active coach on each leg. What this means is now you qualify for Team Cycle bonus. $14 may not seem like a lot, but if you're cycling multiple times, even a few times a week, what would an extra $100 a week just in a Team Cycle bonus do for you and your family? Just in a Team Cycle bonus. This has nothing to do with sales, it has nothing to do with challenge packs, just in a bonus that you're not even quote unquote working for. So that's huge. It also gives you customer leads. So people that Beachbody just gives you when they sign up on the website and they don't have a coach, they assign them to everybody that's qualified as an Emerald. So you get leads, you have the opportunity to reach out to them, to invite them to your challenge group, to eventually become a coach, and you financially benefit from them every time they purchase something. You also get Success Club leads. So by being Emerald and hitting Success Club, you can, on their first purchase, I think Success Club 10, you get a commission off of that. So just ways to build your business. Don't think of it as a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's there to help you. So that's Emerald. You could be Emerald today if you wanted to. I mean, like, just to be honest, like, we all know people who either A, want to get healthier, or B, want to make money and enjoy serving people. Some people, it's both. But we all know people who want to get healthier. So it's about how many people are we talking to? Who are we talking to? Are we letting our self-limiting beliefs take over, lies take over, that, there's not enough people in the world, there's too many Beachbody coaches. Guess what? No longer an excuse. We are in the UK now. Or guess what? There's 7 billion people. Like, that's a lot of people that are not completely overtaken by Beachbody coaches. We have people in our life, and then we have plenty of people in the surrounding areas that are people that we can talk to. So reach out. It could be a mom, a dad. There's an Emerald training that I just sent to a coach who was like, I want to be Emerald. I just sent her all 5 videos, and she is, able to watch them. So if that's something that you want, we'll be doing an Emerald training soon. But if you want that sooner, if you're like, this is something that I want these things, sure, why not? Then let us know, and we'll send you those videos as well, and we'll just, help you get there. And then there's Diamond. So from Diamond, there's 1-star, 2-star going up, but Diamond is like the last general rank that you can reach. So a Diamond is an Emerald that kept going Emerald. So you have 8 active coaches, 4 on each leg. You have 2 Emeralds on each leg. Now you get a higher Team Cycle bonus of $18, which adds up. And think about it. If you have 8 coaches underneath of you at least, then that means that you're going to be cycling faster. So that money's going to be adding up faster. What would that extra money that has nothing to do with what you're working for do for your family? You're getting the customer leads. You're getting the Success Club leads. But now you also get a matching bonus. So once your team hits a certain amount of points, they get a bonus. So they're going to get that Team Cycle bonus, and you get a matching bonus off of what their bonus was. If that makes sense. And then you also get the Coach Connection program. So if a coach signs up randomly through the website, then you can get eligible to get coaches added to your team. So I look at this and I see benefit. I look at this and I see potential, and this is what our company has to offer us. So from there, once you have 1 diamond, you're 1-star, 2 diamonds, you're 2-star, and up from there. So that's kind of the gist of that. Like I said, we'll talk more about it as time goes on. And then there's the leadership ladder, which you can look at this. Michelle Myers did an incredible video on that. So go to Team Iron and search leadership ladder if you want some more clarity on that. But this is outside of rank. This kind of is a all kind of like cumulative way to move up in the ladder apart from rank. So doing different things to make sure you're growing your team and different things like that. So I'm going to end with this, which is something I found. It's the 5-year business plan. And I was like, man, this is so true. Year 1, time. Hard work, need a bit of money. Year 2, looking forward to this year. Time, a little bit more money. Year 3, time equals money. 4, a little less time, a lot more money. 5, a little bit of time, a lot of money, financial freedom. I don't know about you, but that excites me. Like, that makes me really excited. And, you know, it's okay to push. It's okay to push, but make sure that you're keeping things in line with your goals. I thought about how at Summit, one of the people said that we're so quick to invest in college. Like, we don't think much about dedicating 4 years to our college education, going in debt, in hopes that when we get out, we're going to get a job that's going to help us pay back that debt, right? And then hopefully make money as we do that. Why are we so easy to just give up 4 years to college, but then when it comes to this opportunity, we're like, all right, well, I'll just try it for a month, and if it doesn't really work out, I'm just going to quit. Well, the first month, you might not see a lot of success. You might not see a lot of success in 6 months or even a year. Look at all that time. So most people quit in that first year. But if you stick in there, and if you move past all, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into it, think about where you could be in that second year, in that third year, in that fourth year. So my challenge to you is, no matter where you are in the business, set a goal. Know where you want to be. And then I want you to reach out to your upline, send them your why, and send them what kind of coach you are, just so that we can check in with you. And so maybe I won't tag you. Maybe we won't tag you in posts if you're like, you know what, I really, like, this is where I am. That is fine. We don't love you any less. Like, this is about you and what you want. So let us know what your why is, your upline, whoever it is, and what kind of coach you are, so we can help you achieve whatever those goals are. If you just want to be a discount coach and get killer results, we're going to help you do that as well. So I hope this was helpful. Anything else that you want to know any more of, you know, we can send you a video, so send us a message and we'll break something down a little bit more for you. I know this was super basic, but again, I think it's important for new coaches to really understand what the potential is, and then also for us coaches that have been in the game for a while to go back to these basics and remember why we're here, so we can set our goals to align with that. Any questions? You guys can unmute yourself and throw anything at me if you want.
I just want to say really quick, first of all, amazing call, Patrice. So good. That last slide, I know I've been in the business longer than anyone on here, so I just want to say, like, that is so true. You're putting in a lot. I mean, it's hard to compare yourself to a coach who's been in the business for a long time. Like, I can't compare myself to Michelle and the amount of time she puts into it, because now she can work for an hour a day and see these huge results, right? Because she's set this firm foundation, and it's just like building a house, you know, like, you've got to have that firm foundation. And so even for me in the business, I mean, I'm 3.5 years in, and, you know, my business has been a steady incline. You know, it hasn't been like a shoot up like some people, which that's great, but I'm thankful in a way, because it's really just been this steady incline. And now we're really starting to see the financial, like, results of that. But in the beginning, it is hard, and you're working for little, but in the end, like, you know what I mean? Like, you create those systems, and you figure out what works for your team. I mean, you guys are going to see me and Patrice try things and fail and be like, all right, we're going to learn from this. And if you're not feeling forward in this business, and learning, and if you're not looking back 6 months from now and saying my challenge group is better and my team is better and my trainings are better, then that's when you're worried, you know. But as long as you're learning and growing, you're gonna see the results. It's funny, because the other day we had a call with Michelle and James, and just so you guys know, Michelle Myers and James Myers, Michelle is my upline, so my direct upline, and she has been in the business for 6.5 years. She she would never say this to any of y'all, so that's why I'm telling you. She was one of the she was the first coach who went diamond in 30 days. That was she was like 21 or 2 when she started the business. So she was pretty young, and she was in seminary at the time down in Texas. And now she's been in the business for 6.5 years, and she just last year, her husband quit his full-time job as a pastor to come home because they have 3 children. You know, they've paid for their house with Beachbody money. And it's a nice one. They have, you know, started 2 other businesses, a ministry. She works his way, that it's not profitable, but is a business and a ministry from their heart that they've started with Beachbody money. Like, they send their son to a private school. Like, in my mind, they're kind of living the dream, right? Like, they've got that financial freedom. And she said to me the other day, she said, you know, the thing is that she runs into Beachbody coaches all the time who say, oh yeah, I tried Beachbody, but I wasn't successful. And she says, no, like, it's not that you weren't successful necessarily. It's not that it wasn't for you. It's just that I didn't give up. And for her, the reason that she's seen what we might call that success, you know, everybody's got a different definition, is at the end of the day, it's not anything that she did special. It's the fact that every day she showed up and she was consistent. And that's why she's seen success in her business. It's because she did those 4 vital behaviors every day. And it's nothing that is necessarily special about her. It's just that she didn't give up. And I just thought that was so powerful because it's so true. And we look at people and we compare ourselves and we think, oh, they just have this secret sauce. But honestly, they don't. They just show up. And so I just thought that was really powerful, and I wanted to share that because it really did encourage me in this business. And I think, you know, there's a lot of things I get wrong, but I do show up every day. And so, you know, I know that's why I'm still here 3.5 years later. Obviously, you got to care about people. You got to love people. You got to serve them. But, like, there's nothing that makes anyone else special. Sorry, I just want to throw that out there.
Anything else? All right. Well, any questions, as always, just reach out to us. Go ahead and send those 2 things over to your upline, and you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody, for being on. Woohoo!
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.